Well, students, staff, and parents in Munising learned about the dangers of drug addiction today from someone who has experienced it. TV6's Clint McLeod shares Michael Deleon's story from addiction to prison and his message to the next generation.
This is Michael Deleon. He spoke to Munising students about his journey through drug addiction. Deleon spent 12 years in prison, and since being released in 2007, he has dedicated his life to sharing his cautionary tale with students. Deleon's path to addiction started with just one cigarette.
My addiction began at age 11, 1975, age 11. It began with a cigarette. Some kid gave me a cigarette, nicotine. I was invited to a party, alcohol. I was invited to another party, weed.
Deleon has traveled across the world sharing his story with the nonprofit Steered Straight for the last 18 years. This year, he will surpass 15 million students that have heard his story.
We are losing people to drugs, to overdose, to poisoning, and absolutely starts as a teenager.
Munising Middle School and High School principal Nicole Lasuk says vaping is a problem throughout the district.
The majority of our issues around drugs have been vaping. It's definitely an epidemic that is sweeping through most schools in the country.
Lasuk says she believes the targeted advertising from vaping companies makes it appealing to students. She adds the district was able to afford to bring Deleon in after a recent court settlement.
We joined a bunch of schools nationwide to sue the company Juul, and we received a settlement of about $8,000 over the next 10 years.
Deleon spoke to all grades in the district today and provided curriculum and learning materials to staff and parents. Deleon says alcohol, nicotine, and marijuana complete the trifecta gateway.
Alcohol, nicotine, and marijuana are the three substances that kick off 90% of all addiction in our country.
Deleon says parents need to have regular conversations with their children about preventing substance abuse. Clint McLeod, TV6 News, Munising.
Thank you, Clint.